you know, yeah, we have violated my rights. See? Because this is a God-given thing and it's our sacrament. We use it in our liberty. You understand me? And from them time that I just had a lot of admiration for the Virgin. Over the years, he has done so much. He has traveled all over the world advocating for the rights of Herb. Okay? And then with the advent of everybody pushing now for the medical marijuana thing, you know, him right here again, an advocate said, here what now, we can't just have the Harlem ball, people are coming out and benefit from it now, and Rasses who go through this for so many years don't get nothing. So we have a soldier at the table, and he know we're going to take the opportunity to share with I some of the, you know, the opportunities that are there, and you know, it's up to I to take it from there. Ras Iver.
Let's give thanks, you know. Yes, first, as usual, I say greetings in the name of His Majesty, Haile Selassie Jah, RasTafari. In the name of Empress Vadeva Menin, in the name of all those who have lived and fought, and all those who are alive and still fighting for equal rights and justice, and for the liberation of the United people. Haile Haile Selassie, without any apology. And I give thanks to be here, and especially at this little place, Dwyer Cultural Center. And it just happened to us that it looked mystic to I to be here. Because first when I called Dingy Glen and said, Dingy Glen, you know, I want summer to do a launch in New York. Because last year, I was trying to do a launch in New York. It never come off any at all. I man go Boston September at the Freedom Rally, Boston Freedom Rally, which has to do with Herb, which over a 2-day period, more than 87,000 people go to that event. Wow. And naturally, 98% of them is white, and it's also young white youth. But the point is, they were enjoying the rights and the freedom to use Herb openly. And this has gone on in different places. I go Colorado 2015, and it was over 600 booths. You know, the place, I don't mean people, you know, I mean booths, over 600 booths. If you go November, Las Vegas Herb Conference, it's over 1,500 booths. If you go to even a little place like New England Cannabis Convention in Boston, you are even down on Maine or Portland, you see more than 100 booths. Just in a little place. Right? And from soil to strains to equipment, all type of things. And I'm illustrating all this because, you know, I don't know how much all the items know about what is going on in this in this industry from a global point of view. But I concern because nobody have borne the brunt of the persecution for her like I as Rastafari. Along with I grassroots people, yes, the people suffer, but I have been targeted. So when I come up as a youth in a Rastafari, I see we are in her about the avenue that the system used to target I. Because outside of her, I am a rapist. And I am a criminal. So the herb is what was used to persecute I and I. So as a youth in high school, I used to do civics. And I learned what them called constitutional rights. So as a young person in my teens, early 20s, I started to defend my rights from a constitutional point of view. So when police locked me up and carried me to a herb, carried me to a jail or courthouse with herb, my defense was not guilty or not guilty. My defense was do I as a Rastaman constitutionally have the right to use herb? I have herb in my position. Because the United Nations Charter based on constitutional rights say every man have freedom of religion, freedom of belief, freedom of expression. And the Christian have them right to use bread and wine at them church. How come you want to deny I, as Rastafari, the right to use a plant where the Almighty never make it, you never make it, you the Babylonian system never make it. You come see it. See me like I come see it. And you don't fight against breadfruit. I don't fight against vegetable and where I eat, whether the color of cabbage, beetroot or whatever. So why is it that you target this plant to use to persecute I man? So flashes in a courthouse, enough time, more time, brother tell I man to go on because you know so why I man I say, I right. But go on until yes, certain police I will look upon him and with respect, but the majority of Rastafari was still faced with the persecution. And I remember that when I go Bingy, the police always make sure that they have a roadblock. Because they know that Rasta come and Rasta will have her. See, so no fire and brethren, including with elder brethren and sisters, then end up going to jail. We have to go and out a police station and deal them and then wear them. So, you know, it was hurtful to know that and as Rastafari was treated less than human. If reminder of the Jim Crow lad, when black people were treated, looked upon as treated of a man. So, and I decided from 1987, and I decided, you know what, we have a push the on the face of them boys. We strategically went out there. So we went out there on the 17th of August. And we went out there to celebrate the centenary of Marcus Garvey, 1987. So we had a 7-day motorcade and a 3-day bingy. But I remember that on the 17th of August, the morning we leave from St. Anne Bay. We leave out a burning spear land and with motorcade going to town. But they were virgin and sisters in a Kingston and wait for I. So then the William Grant Park and when they wait till they and couldn't say I, then leave. So while they're there, motorcade I got through now, we only see the people in head and look one way. So when they look up, they know it's I bridging and sisters, then so you can imagine the joy, you know, what I have meeting up together from what them call Harper Tree. So we demand certain things that the government. One, the restructuring of the educational system because it was misinforming with people about the contribution of black people to world civilization. 2, the issue of repatriation and reparation. And 3, the issue of decriminalization and legalization of herb. And I never get no response. We go on, we still have an idea we have a function otherwise. But in 1996, I am junior man, junior person, but I am with the support of Bonavilla because I'm given him own to stay and plan the event and him help finance it. And to be truthful, anyway, they heard that Bonavilla go find him and carry come here and during the planning stage of the event. So I have a big march, we need miles of people. Miles and miles of people in a Kingston city. We can't get a call from the government, issue of decriminalization, nothing happened. 2000, and I write an open letter to the government. And we make sure we put it in the media houses, and we hand deliver it to Jamaica House. So, the 15th of January 2000, the open letter come out in the Gleaner. And I again call upon the government to deal with the issue, these 3 matters. Then send a delegation, establish a delegation to interface with them. I never get the information until late, but so original 16. did interface with a committee headed by a brother named Delano Franklin, who was chief advisor to P.J. Patterson at the time. Delano Franklin claims that what I and RasTafari have was not worthy enough. Even though I never used these words, but technically this is what was saying, was not worthy enough to get an audience with the Prime Minister P.J. Patterson. So again, it got through the door. 2013, when they would talk about, this thing in Colorado with this little daughter who was having so much seizures per week, and that nothing, because if you watch Sanjay Gupta read program on CNN, it shows the whole story of this little girl and how she used to go on, and I mean it was stressful to the mother. So eventually, after trying everything, they resort to Herbal. And it bring down this little girl seizure to sometimes once per week until it got to none. So with this blowing up taking place now, and everybody start realizing, but this herb thing a good man and have much medical properties and how good it is to treat epilepsy and this and that. And I know that Jamaica, because we hear stated that Jamaica would decriminalize and eventually legalize within a regulated framework. And I said, no, and I cannot stand by or sit by or lie down and watch this taking place when I as RasTafari and grassroots people could easily be squeezed out of this industry, because we look and see, even in the US, it's directly money people who really have access to the industry. So, 2014, I formed the first Ganga Farmers Association in the island, Westmoreland Hemp and Ganga Farmers Association. And I encourage all the parish to do the same thing. So that the parish could have come together, all the parish could have come together and form a national association, a national grassroots Ganga Farmers Association. That was achieved to an extent. So, when the CLA board was established, I being a part of it from day one, I make the members of the board know, say, hey, there are other people out there, there are other organizations out there, or there are organizations and associations out there where the CLA need to hear from them how they think that this industry should go. And so there were town hall meetings in all the parishes except Hanover. So individual the parish association then could have come and let them build the herb. Even though it wasn't satisfying, but at least it was a step in the right direction, because 2015, the amendment made, and the police could no longer lock up a youth for a split. They couldn't lock him up for less than 2 ounces of herb. And RasTafari was, individual household was given the right to have 5 root of herb. RasTafari was treated in a different way, because I get the right for the first time, certain level of recognition was given to I. Recognition to use herb as a sacrament. There was no limit, and that 5 plant never got to ionize RasTafari. But nevertheless, RasTafari was still being harassed for herb. For example, up to last year, the year before, November, I there Nyahbinghi, and here, so them take by a virgin, named Bongo Beard, herb, 10 pounds of herb. So I man go up on the radio and make Elise Kelly and Andrea Williams know, say, hey, if I don't get back that 10 pounds of herb, they go march from the police station. And they have to go give some explanation, because this is what the amendment said. And so on and so on. Never get no respond for the police. So, and I march go down the from Pt.2. Motorcade who have some walk, some drive, and go right in front of the police station and put down and jump. We never seek no permit and none. Because if a bad man style them one fine and I can't give them to, but that is not and I try, but we decide to have a bad man it because the boy don't seem to realize, hey, and I serious. When I put on the jump them right in front of the police station and so and I barge in at the police station. And Nyahbinghi start road. And make sure say the drive the road clear. That means we not obstruct traffic. But in Nyahbinghi a road and it drive down all of the media houses them. TVG, the television station, carry about 8 minutes. I hit down when I see a station now carry 8 minutes about an issue. It means it's somewhere meaningful enough to them side. Police then beg we pardon and call Elise, get down to Mama Elise. Tell them to ease up the fire because I know we take where they hurt. To make it worse, there was no record of that 10 pound of herb being taken from the virgin. That means that we said, oh, a thief on the pieces. See, so it make it worse. So, anyway, just to show say, RasTafari got through harassment. Same way, even though the amendment met. The amendment also gives I the right to do event. Legally, not just Nyahbinghi, but to do event with commercial aspect of RasTafari way of life could be established. And that is how Rootsfest started. RasTafari Rootsfest. The first year, 2015, I did it with High Times. Because 2014, I have met somebody from High Times. And from discussing, I'm going to have a brethren, a white youth who read about time and come to Jamaica, come look for him. He's a Harvard law professor named Charlie Nesson. So I invite Mark Golding to Harvard and invite the then CEO, Michael Kennedy of High Times, and certain other individuals to Harvard and had a discussion about it there. So in 2015, on the 8th of January, Michael Kennedy and Rick Cusick, the then associate publisher, came to Jamaica. We had a meeting with Mark Golding, who was the Minister of Justice at the time. We had one, Peter Bunting, who was the Minister of National Security, was inside. The Commissioner of Police was there. The Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of National Security was there. So anyway, reasoning, so decided that the event would go on. But bear in mind that the first time an event like that, take place in Jamaica, so it was a whole of curiosity and a whole of attention. Mark Golding himself as the Minister of Justice was fearful and cautious because in fearful and cautious with him own PNP politician and in fearful and cautious because the GLP was also